Hey guys, today we're going to be making fathead pizza. So what we're going to be making is a pizza crust. We're going to be actually making this. I want to show y'all. So I'm going to show you how to make it. I got the recipe off of Pinterest and it seems easy, reasonable, not that hard to do. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that you're going to need to make this. So come along with me. You're going to need some measuring cups, teaspoons as well. You're going to need some flour. You can use, I have almond flour. I got it at Sam's Club, you know, my favorite place. Or you can get it from Walmart, any place you want to get it from. I use mozzarella Parmesan cheese. And in here, a 1/4 cup is 90 calories. It's 2 cups in this bag. I'm going to use 1.5 cups, which is right here. And then you need 3/4 cups of almond flour, which I use right here. You need 1 egg at room temperature, and then you need 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. And then you need oregano. That's what I have right here. And then Italian seasoning, what I have right here. I just got it out of my little seasoning thing. Or you can just go along with the garlic salt as well. So let's get to making this pizza crust. Over here I have a pot that I have on medium because I actually need to melt the cheese first, which you're going to put in there, and the 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. And this cooks pretty high, so I'm going to put it on medium. And I'm just going to stir this around. And we're not trying to cook it, we just want to melt the cream cheese and the cheese together. Okay, so once it starts looking like it's going to melt together, give it a couple stirrs and then cut your pan off, pretty much. Or you can do the other method, keep popping it back and forth in the microwave. Your world, who cares? And I think I'm just going to cut it down or cut it off because it's getting to that point where it's melting. Alright. It's melting. Keep stirring it until the cream cheese and the cheese melt together. Okay. Next you want to do is just add the 3/4 cups of flour. And you want to mix it in with the cheese. And then you want to add that 1 egg that's been resting or sitting out. And I have my pot off because we're not cooking this. So you don't want to cook your egg. You don't want to do anything like that. You just want this to replica of dough. Okay, and it's going to start looking like dough. I'm going to get a spoon or a fork or whatever I have back here. And I'm just going to clean this off and mix it a little bit better. And it's going to start looking like dough, which we have formed. That's looking pretty good, y'all. So once you get it formed and looking like the dough, you want to add your seasonings in there. I'm using garlic seasoning and a little bit of oregano. I want it to taste like pea salt, and Italian seasoning, just a little bit. And I'm going to mix that up in there so the flavors can get into my dough. This is smelling delicious. We can't eat it like this because, one, it has a raw egg in it. Okay, Next thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 or 425. It really doesn't matter. Get you some nice parchment paper. I got me some parchment paper at the Dollar Tree. Nice parchment paper. And you just want to rip the parchment paper off and set it at the bottom. I'm going to scoot this aside, y'all. And I'm going to take the parchment paper and put it on my pizza tray. And I'm going to take the pizza dough that we made and just scoop it out onto my parchment paper like this. Next thing you want to do is just get you a little bit of water in a cup. And you want to take it and dab your fingers in it. And you just want to mash the fathead pizza crust down. And I'm going to get to a nice consistency like this. And then I'm going to take another part or a piece of my parchment paper. And I'm going to sit it on top like so, because I want it really thin. And if you have a roller or a bottle or a glass that has weight to it, you just want to use it and roll it out. And this has weight to it. So I'm really not doing too much pressuring. But if you don't have any of the items that I'm using right now, you can go ahead and use your hand. There's nothing wrong with your hand. It's going to be a little bit warm. You shouldn't have to cook it or anything. So what I'm going to do is take it off this pan because I want a nice round pizza. And I want it thin. Okay. But, yep. Just roll it out. And I want it really thin. I don't want it really thick. So after I get done rolling it out, put it on my pizza pan. Take the top layer off. You want to poke holes in it so it doesn't rise up. And it smells like garlic bread. And this is how your dough looks after you get done rolling it out and doing everything that you need to do to it. Put it in the oven for 8 minutes. It is 4:55 now. We're going to take it out after 8 minutes. And then we're going to put the toppings on it. Alright, so after about 10 minutes, I left the pizza in there with the pizza crust. Don't it look like pizza crust? It looks really, really nice. Really good, really nice. So while that's going on, we're going to let this sit. We poke holes in it so it won't rise up like bread. So it looks really nice. I let it sit in there 2 extra minutes longer because I want it a little more crispier. Besides that, I'm going to tell you the toppings that we're going to put on the pizza. So I got bell peppers right here cut up. I have some salt, just in case we need to add a little salt to there. I cut up some onions. I have turkey, pepperoni, and then I have full-fledged fat bacon. And then I have the pizza crust sauce, which is a 1/4 cup. Is actually 30 calories, so I'm going to use 2 1/4 cups or 1/2 cup of this to make our pizza sauce on here. And also I got my favorite, my Kroger's cheese, but I did the Mexican style cheese, so that works out for us. So let's get to assembling this pizza. Now you also can do cauliflower pizza, but that takes a little longer and I really didn't have time for that today. So we're just going to go ahead and do the fathead pizza. And we probably don't even need all this sauce. 2 cups, probably just need 1/4 instead of 1/2. This is a liquid measuring cup. You might want to invest in one of these. These are really good to measure your stuff in. So So we're just gonna scoop all our pizza sauce out. And I probably don't need another 4th cup. Ooh, we're just gonna do 1. Okay, that works out for me. Less calories. And you're just gonna swirl this around. I know y'all think I'm a pizza master, but I'm not. So just swirl it around like so. If you like a saucy pizza, add more sauce to it. That was actually enough sauce, so we didn't need to add no more sauce to that. And I'm gonna get it all the way to the edge, because now we're not cooking the dough, we're cooking the toppings to melt. And I don't want to leave nothing behind. Next, we're gonna use a 1/2 cup of cheese. So I'm just gonna put a 1/4 down first. And you can assemble your pizza however you want. Doesn't even matter. Just assemble it however you want. We're gonna put some pepperonis. 15 pepperonis is 80 calories. These are turkey pepperonis. Then I have full-fledged bacon. 2 strips is 80 calories. And this is actually 2 strips, y'all. We didn't need to do all the extra stuff. Then I'm gonna add our red onions. You can use white onions, you can use the yellow onions, you can use the sweet onions. I like red onions when I'm cooking stuff like this because it has looking to lower calories. I would say use the cauliflower pizza crust. To make. And I slice these up really thin. So that works out for me. This piece is going to be the bomb, y'all. And then I'm going to put the remaining 4th cup of cheese on top. Keep your oven on to 350. Once this all melts together, and the flavors are good and gooey, you're going to take it out because, one, we're not cooking the crust anymore because it's already cooked. I'm going to put a little bit more than a 4th cup on here because I want it really nice and cheesy. Alright. I'm going to add a little salt. And I'm also going to add a little Italian seasoning on top. I wish I could smell this. It smells the bomb because of that crust and that garlic cheese we put in there earlier. The bomb. So after I top my piece off, I'm going to put it in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then I'm going to take it out and show y'all the final. The final. Alright, after 5 minutes, this is what the pizza is looking like. I topped it off with all the good ingredients. It's looking delicious. This came out to be really good. I used my FitPal, and this is the final finale. It does not take that long to make this pizza. This pizza came out really good, and if you like it, if you're gonna make one, share it, tell me all about it.